Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages or the cards that come out in today's reading for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through with the cards that do come out in today's reading for you. So the first card we have is the Two of Cups and we have King of Swords. And we have the Sun card. So we do have some Leo energy with the Sun card. We also have some water sign energy. It could be dealing with the Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And we have some air sign energy. It could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or even Aquarius. But at the bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment card show up in the reverse. And we have some more Scorpio energy with that. So with the Judgment card show up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where there could be some delays right now surrounding the situation. There could even be a bit of some hesitancy or even holding back from being able to move forward in things because of what could feel like a feeling of self-doubt in the situation. And I do feel like with the Judgment card showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of actually wanting to be very cautious and wanting to be able to ensure that when it comes to a situation that you have all of the information and that you're very thorough before making a decision. And I do feel like with this Judgment card showing up here in the reverse, this feels like an energy of also being in a space where you could actually be really questioning yourself or the situation. And with this Judgment card showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of needing to be able to actually take your time when it comes to making a decision, especially coming from that kind of a space. But with this Two of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like mutual energy as far as the feelings involved in a connection with someone. I do feel like when it comes to this connection, with this Two of Cups showing up over here, this feels like a strong emotional connection that this person is feeling and going through when it comes to the way they feel about you. I do feel like they have strong feelings, but I do feel like with the Two of Cups that those feelings are reciprocated. I do feel like there's this mutual energy or mutual understanding between the two of you. With the Two of Cups showing up over here, this feels like the potential and the makings of a very strong partnership between two people who are on the same page. I do feel like on a lot of things, you are on the same page with this person. And I do feel like with this Two of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like the potential for having a really strong connection. And with the King of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of, it's like you want to be cautious. It's like you are wanting to be able to move at a pace that is also very respectful of this person. It's like you have a lot of respect for them, but you want to be able to really be able to show this person that you have a lot of respect for them. I do feel like with this King of Swords showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of having communication. And I do feel like, especially when it comes to the communication, it's being handled in a respectful way. I do feel like with this King of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of also wanting to be able to do things in a particular way. This does feel like an energy of wanting to be able to do things in a right way. Do you feel like where there's no not ruffling any feathers as far as kind of rocking the boat? But I do feel like with this King of Swords, this feels like an energy of wanting to also be very clear in the communication. I do feel like with this person, I do feel like the communication can be quite direct. I do feel like it can be quite clear. But I also feel like with this King of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of someone who's quite serious. So when it comes to your connection, they are viewing you as quite serious because of the way you're approaching things. And I do feel like with the Sun card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to have a positive connection. I do feel like when it comes to the way things are handled in this connection, it's very careful and thought out and even cautious. I do feel like with the Sun card showing up over here, this does feel like a positive energy for this connection and where things are and where things are headed. I do feel like with the Sun card, this also feels like a happy energy as far as the way in which it's making somebody feel. And I do feel like when it comes to this person and even when it comes to the way they see this connection with you, it makes them happy. I do feel like they feel like things are in a good space. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Hierophant. We do have Taurus energy with this. You could be dealing with Taurus. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Six of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So this Two of Swords showing up over here does feel like a bit of a defensive energy. This feels like also a sense of kind of having walls up in this connection. I do feel like this is it really when it comes to being able to have a more cautious approach towards a situation. This does feel like it's coming from a place of really trying to self-protect. So you do feel like those walls coming down is also something that is kind of slowing things down in this connection, because I do feel like somebody has their walls up. And with the Two of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of also kind of having the sense of somebody not seeing things clearly, because of they could be viewing things through a lens that has to do with their past, and it's kind of also kind of clouding their judgments. So I do feel like with this Two of Swords, it feels like an energy of somebody who could be actually kind of emotionally distancing, but I do feel like it may be an unintentional, something unintentional that's brought upon through past traumas that could actually be coming up for this person. But with the Hermit, the Hierophant card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody who's in a space where they're willing to learn and able to learn. So I do feel like there's an energy of also being, I do feel like open to being able to look at things through a lens where somebody is open to learning a situation, even learning a person. With the Hierophant card showing up over here, this does feel like a pretty committed energy. So when it comes to this connection with you and this person's feelings, I do feel like this person is, they are all in, they're quite invested, and I do feel like emotionally they're very invested with that Two of Cups. But the Hierophant card showing up over here, this also feels like they are invested even in a very practical sense of the word. I do feel like with the Hierophant card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of also somebody who is growing and learning through this connection. But I do feel like with the Hierophant card showing up over here, this person, when it comes to the way they feel about you and even this connection, they want to be able to have a commitment. So I do feel like this person may be somebody who is more oriented like that, where they want to be able to have a commitment when it comes to their relationships and even their connections with somebody. I do feel like there is this desire and even this outlook that this person has of this connection, and it's really one where there is a sense of being able to actually commit. Do you feel like emotionally this person is available, the Two of Cups, but even when it comes to being available for a commitment, I do feel like with the Knight of Cups showing up over here, this feels like an energy of wearing your heart on the sleeve. And do you feel like there's a sense of having somebody coming in here who wants to be able to actually, it's like they want to emotionally be able to be open with you. And I do feel like with this Knight of Cups showing up over here, this feels like an energy of somebody who's kind of, they're doing that in a way that does feel like it's like they're putting themselves out there. They could actually be expressing and offering a offer or a romantic gesture in order to be able to connect on an emotional level more deeply. Do you feel like with this Knight of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being emotionally open, and I do feel like this person being receptive to that. And I do feel like also with this Two of Cups, this person also being able to do it in a way that is going to put you in a space where you're able to receive that. I do feel like with this Six of Wands showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being able to, do you feel like when it comes to this connection, it feels like it is one that does bring with it a lot of happiness and the potential for a lot of success. Do you feel like with the Six of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of this connection may be one that actually is bringing you to the spotlight, or is putting you in the public, as far as this person being in a space where I do feel like they are somebody who wants to be able to kind of show you off, or wants to be able to show off this connection. I do feel like there is a sense of popularity, but a lot of people surrounding this connection at this time as well. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have passion, and we have make the effort, and we have the honeymoon card. So the passion card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to really enjoy this connection. And I feel like enjoying it on all levels. This does feel like a sense of being able to enjoy your company and also being able to feel this connection in a way that's very pleasant for this person. This does feel like a passionate connection for this person that they are going through with you. I do feel like with the passion card showing up over here, this does feel like it is also pertaining to this sun card. This feels like very positive energy, enjoyable energy, and even very happy energy when it comes to your connection. I do feel like this connection is one that feels right, but I do feel like with this make the effort card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where somebody is making the effort, and I do feel like it's like they're giving you the option to be able to meet them where they are making the effort, or vice versa. I do feel like with this make the effort card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to kind of take a step forward in this connection, being put in that position. With this King of Swords, this does feel like an energy that can come across as a bit reserved, but I do feel like it is more so an energy of being in a space where the person is more so kind of holding themselves or even kind of restricting themselves for the purpose of being able to ensure that there's no loss of control. Do you feel like with the make the effort card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of especially emotionally being able to meet somebody halfway? And I do feel like somebody making an effort. I feel like this person making that effort towards you. And I do feel like with this honeymoon card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to enjoy and really enjoyable moments and pleasant moments in this connection on the horizon. Feel like with this judgment card as well as with this two of swords, this does feel like an energy of having had been through a lot. What may have felt like a heavy energy in this connection, this feels like a sense of being able to experience this feeling of letting your head down, being able to relax in this connection. I do feel like with this King of Swords, this does also feel like an energy of somebody who's in a space where it's like they're trying to also self-protect because of a past, and approaching relationships in that way because of a desire to be able to protect themselves. But in this connection, I do feel like this does feel like having the potential for having really enjoyable moments in this connection, and it's safe at the same time. I do feel like with the honeymoon card showing up over here, there could even be a trip on the horizon that somebody wants to be able to go on with you, wants to be able to experience with you and create memories with you. With this Knight of Cups, this does feel like an energy of someone coming towards you with an offer, or even with a sense of wanting to be able to offer you something that's going to be pleasant, it's going to be enjoyable. I do also feel like this connection, really feeling like it's also one that's getting closer on a passion, as far as the passion between the two of you, as well as even being able to enjoy each other's company on a new level. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.